B Marsh Boxing with another post-fight review. This fight was between Carlos Cuadras, the challenger, versus the WBC Super Flyweight champion El Gallo, Juan Francisco Estrada. The first round, I gave it to Cuadras. Cuadras was comfortable in there. He was displaying his hand speed. He was keeping El Gallo basically on the edge of trying to get past the fast hand speed. You know what I'm saying? So round one, I gave it to the man Estrada. I'm sorry, Gallo. I'm sorry, what's his name? Cuadras. Round two, I gave it to. Let me see. Round two, I gave it to Estrada. Um, you know, Gallo was using the boxing angles, using his 1-2. Cuadras was doubling up the jab every time, occasionally throwing the 1-2. But the man Gallo, Francisco Estrada, was more aggressive, throwing the jab to the body and the left hook to the body. And he had a beautiful, to me, it was the best combination of the whole fight. Beautiful four punch combination. A 1-2 followed up by a left uppercut and a left hook. Now, the left uppercut had the man Carlos Cuadras leaning toward his right. And when he was leaning towards his right, he just opened up his body, his rib cage, for that beautiful left hook to the body to seal the deal. It was a beautiful combination. So round two, I gave it to El Gallo. Round three was a good back and forth pace, basically favoring the man El Gallo. You know what I mean? Till he throws a nice left uppercut and he turns the angle, then he throws a beautiful combination and he gets countered by a 1-2 while the man El Gallo is backing up. While El Gallo's backing up, he's countered with a 1-2 while he got his high guard up. Then the man Carlos Cuadras proceeds to throw a beautiful four punch combination. You know what I'm saying? And the four punch combination drops the man Francisco Estrada. It was a 1-2 to the body. You know what I'm saying? Then a right uppercut followed up by a left hook. You know what I'm saying? And it puts the man down on his ass. You know what I mean? Beautiful combination from the man Cuadras. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about these little guys in these flyweight, these smaller weight divisions. Sometimes these fights, when it's a fast up tempo type of fight, these are the hardest fights to call because no other weight classes throw six punch, five punch, four punch combinations like the little guys. And we've seen a lot of that, especially from Carlos Cuadras, to me, who had the by far much faster hand speed. But I thought that the man, what's his name, hits much harder. Wow, Francisco Estrada, you know what I mean? So, like I said, Estrada catches the man with a beautiful uppercut while he's turning his angles, you know what I mean? But the man Estrada is not defensively sound at that particular time, you know what I'm saying? Then he's countered with the 1-2. Then while he's backing up, he keeps his high guard up. That's when he gets dropped by the four punch combination. You know what I'm saying? And actually, if you watch that fight, the bell rang with 23 seconds left. Yes. While the man was hurt, the bell rang with 23 seconds after end the round. I couldn't believe what I just seen. You know what I'm saying? With 23 seconds, it was still 23 seconds for Carlos Cuadras to possibly end the man Estrada right there and stop him. You know what I mean? But they rang the bell for the round three to end. So the man didn't get enough time to finish off what he started. Round four, the man Francisco Estrada comes out aggressive. He's throwing body shots, straight jabs to the body, left hooks to the body. Cuadras is also doing the same, but the man Estrada is using the jab to close the distance and unleash combinations. You know what I mean? The man Francisco Estrada at that in the last minute of the round, he's swinging wide and missing, and he gets hurt with the beautiful 1-2 left hook, 1-2 down the pipe, and the left hook combination by the man what's his name Juan Francisco Estrada. I'm sorry, Carlos Cuadras. So round four, I gave it to the man Carlos Cuadras. Round five, the man Gallos using his jab. He's boxing, keeping the distance and moving. You know what I'm saying? And he's piecing the man Cuadras up. You know what I mean? And it was actually his best round up until through 5 rounds. You know what I mean? For the man El Gallo, he had a nice 1-2 right uppercut that hurt the man Carlos Cuadras. Then he followed up by a left hook. Carlos Cuadras was trying to steal the round, trying to throw his flurries, just like he did in round four. But I don't think he did enough to win round five with those flurries combinations he tried to unleash at the end of round five. Round six, Gallo's aggressive, cutting off the ring. He lands a big right uppercut and then a left hook. The man Carlos Cuadras throughout this whole fight, his head is in the line of fire. You know what I mean? And that's how the man Estrada was catching him. You know, he was basically punched where the opposite way where this guy's head would be, and the guy would lean toward that side, Carlos Cuadras, and he'd get caught. So the man Carlos Cuadras is hurt by a counter and left hook, a straight right hand down the pipe of the left hook. Carlos Cuadras is on the retreat. You know what I'm saying? And the man Gallo, those combos, you know what I mean? But the man Carlos Cuadras, one thing throughout this fight, and this man had a ton of heart. Man was fire. He was like a wounded animal when he got hurt. Still very dangerous, you know what I'm saying? Round 8. I'm sorry, where we were at. Round 7. The man Gallo's he's applying pressure, not letting Carlos Cuadras display his hand speed. You know what I mean? The man Gallo's countering with the left hooks. All right, so round 8, Carlos Cuadras' hand speed is landing, and he's landing 4-punch combinations. Gallo's mostly in this round in a high guard. You know what I mean? So this particular round, I gave it to Carlos Cuadras because of activity. There's occasional counters from the man El Gallo, but not enough to win the round. Round 9 was a close back and forth round. El Gallo was matching Cuadras with combinations, you know what I mean? The only difference was El Gallo was throwing more body shots, and at this particular time, he starts to be more defensively responsible, unlike what he was in the earlier rounds. Neither guy is defensive genius, but it's tough to fight these guys in the little weights be throwing almost 100 punches per round, you know what I mean? So these punches, some of them gonna land. You check it. Round 10 was also another back and forth round with Carlos Cuadras. His punch combination hurt, but he's throwing his combinations, but he gets hurt by the man El Gallo's counters in between his flurries, you know what I mean? And then a left hook and a counter, a straight right hand, hurts the man Carlos Cuadras in round 10. So the man Carlos Cuadras basically had that Amir Khan syndrome, The man has the hand speed, but when you throw 4 to 6 punch combinations with the master counter puncher, best counter puncher we've seen from Mexico since probably what's his name, Juan Manuel Marquez. Now Canoli's a good counter puncher as well, but I think this guy's a better counter puncher. You know what I mean? So he had the Amir Khan syndrome, getting caught in between with the punches. Even if he's looking good, he's landing more punches, but he might throw 4. El Gallo throws 1 to 2, and he catches him in between, and he hurts him severely. You know what I mean? So that was what was happening, especially in round 10. In round 11, within the first 15 seconds, the man Carlos Cuadras gets dropped, you know what I'm saying, by a left hook and a right kind of uppercut, you know what I'm saying, that puts him on his ass, you know what I mean? And he's hurt severely. He gets up. He's now a wounded animal, just punching, very dangerous still. You know what I mean? Wasn't shelling up. He was still firing back shots. And in the meantime, like I said, throwing them 4-punch combinations. So Gallo timed him with his counter-punching skills and throws a beautiful right hook from the orthodox stance. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to say. When the man is throwing all kind of flurries, Carlos Cuadras, he's giving the man El Gallo opportunities to throw left and right hooks. You know what I mean? Because generally from the orthodox stance, it's the left hook that does more damage and is actually more precise, you know what I mean? As opposed to leaving yourself more open by throwing a right hook, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're throwing a, a wide right hook, you can get caught with straight punches down the middle, you know what I mean? But the man Estrada's a master counter puncher. He caught him with just one punch. From that four punch combination the man threw, he caught him with one punch in between. A right hook. Mean, he had leverage on that joint. And he puts this man on his ass. And damn, he did a flip basically on the canvas. Like how Manny Pacquiao caught Tim Bradley in their third fight. Had the man doing somersaults on the ground, you know what I mean? Still, Cuadras shows plenty of heart. He gets up, still firing back shots, but he gets caught with a left hook combination and then a straight right hand punctuation that just backs this man a social distancing 6 feet. The referee just jumps in between and stops the fight. That's probably the thumbnail you see on this video, you know what I mean? Very good fight, excellent fight, you know what I'm saying? This is actually a candidate for fight of the year, you know. Two Mexicans, Carlos Cuadras being a former world champion, trying to get back in contention to, you know, fuck getting back in contention. He got a world title opportunity, you know what I mean? And this is a difficult fight for Estrada coming off this big layoff because of COVID. Got to give both of these Mexican warriors props, you know what I mean? 115-pound division. So hopefully we see the man Estrada versus Chocolatito next. That's what we want to see. And hopefully that's what we get. Mr. Doc, what's up, Mr. Doc in the chat? What's going on, man? Mr. Doc in the chat says the fight was fantastic. If not for Zepeda versus Baranchik, I'd say fight of the year. Heck, it might still be in the conversation. Absolutely, it's definitely in the fight of the year conversation. Definitely a candidate. Very good fight, you know, and a rematch. You know, the first fight was close. Now, this fight right here, the first man to stop the man, Carlos Cuadras, is Juan Francisco Estrada in the rematch. Excellent fight, man. And it was over there in Mexico, you know what I mean? Both these guys, they fought in their own country, you know what I'm saying? And El Gallo, you know, the fight with Chocolatito is not just, you know, it's not just a given that the man Estrada is gonna win that. Nah, man. It's gonna be a close fight, you know what I mean? They fought before to a close fight at 108 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Now they're at 115. What, 2012 is when they fought? We in 2020. They probably going to fight 2021. You know what I'm saying? So that's like a good 2012 was when they fought. That's like 8-9 years in between since they're going to do their rematch. Anything could happen, and I'm looking forward to it. Be Marsh Boxing, your thoughts and comments. Let me know how you guys saw this fight. Didn't go to the distance. How did I have it on my scorecard? Let me tell you my scorecard. I had it 105, 103 for Estrada. You know what I'm saying? Round one, Cuadras. Round two, Estrada. Round three is a 10-8 round for Estrada. I'm sorry, for Cuadras, excuse me. 10-8 for Estrada. Round four, Cuadras. Round five, Estrada. 6, Estrada. 7, Estrada. 8, Carlos Cuadras. 9, Estrada. 10, Estrada. 11, knockout or stoppage. Be Marsh Boxing. I'm gone. Peace.